Good day, friends. Good day, humans. And good day, free humans, especially the free ones. How many of you are truly free? How many of you are feeling that the freedom is something that it's absolutely necessary for you to continue being here on the planet? Today's subject is not as light. It's quite challenging to present, and even more, it will sound very, very judgmental from my side to all of the others who are involved in these fields of that I'm going to bring it up. So, how many of you using a medical doctors in a daily routines for the family members, for themselves? How many of you have been seen by the emergency doctors when you had an accident, car accident, or how many of you have been treated if you've been part of the war campaign of any kind, or if you're in a police state or working for the police, being injured, protecting innocent protesters, beating them up so you get injured and you've been treated by a medical profession. How many of you needing a legal advice? How many of you have been in front of the judge or using advocates to resolve your corporate matters, to resolve your status of immigration or any kind of other crap that you've been put into or put through, not even realizing what these creatures are? So, title for today: Hypocritical Oath or Hippocratic Oath. When stop doing deals with the devil stop existing. Another small question: why the children were so easily and eagerly sacrificed, eaten, beaten, traumatized, killed on the altars of the churches, on the altars of the medical professions? How many abortions, still deaths, premature deaths, surgically removed fetuses from the mothers, killed, basically executed. These surgical rooms in hospitals they call birthing rooms are to me nothing else but sacrificial altars of this medical devious system. How many of you end up in front of the judge and you have an advocate to represent you, or to lawyer to so-called protect your interests against somebody who's bringing the claims against you? In this case, doesn't matter, state or plaintiff or whoever else that you're dealing with. How many of you question that why these people are asking you to swear an oath when you come to the courtroom and you have to put your hand on the Bible? How many of you have to sign disclosure or non-disclosure agreement that you will not sue a hospital when you bring in your children or wife to deliveries, or children to be surgically operated, or any other treatment? You're signing basically a very devious and hidden agreement that you will actually give in their hands the life of your child or life of your wife or your own life. And if you are incapacitated, so you cannot really sign these agreements, they'll find somebody else to sign for you, your next of kin, or eventually, if you not have enough people around you, they will let you die, no matter what. and they will take your bloody hand, even if you're unconscious, and slap it on the contract. So you're signing these tacit agreements no matter what. My deepest problem here is this hypocritical and Hippocratic oath that all the doctors, no matter are they Christians or non-Christians or atheists, which most of them are, who they are swearing to. Bible mentioned in Matthew that you don't sign any oaths, you don't sign any contracts with anybody, not even with so-called heaven. Yet all of these, let's say, society deceptions, like a legal deception, medical deception, governmental deception, like say of ownership or financial deception, is here to do what to you? And they're here to trick you because you don't really know who they are serving, who they swear oath to. Medical doctors, this hypocritical oath is signed with the devil, with the darkness, with satanic energies. Who the advocates and judges, basically, if they progressing into their hierarchical growth towards the silky dudes who are, very limited number of lawyers are in a country, these creatures sign openly in their legal writings. They sign an oath with the devil, advocates and judges. And these people and these creatures are there to judge you if you did something wrong. Based on what? How come that they have such a authority over you and over your, let's say, misdeeds or wrongdoings, or judging you to do their own biddings for the devil? So why we as a humanity, as an absolutely dumbed down humanity, allowed to be tricked for so many centuries? Why are we allowing doctors that even in their, from the Greek times, the hypocritical oath says that you don't use knife, you don't cut, you find solution that the body heal itself by finding a problem. Yet they don't do this. So they're breaking their oath, this so-called hypocritical oath, every time they give you a pill. They give you something from the outside of the body that is actually hurt or ill. Every time they want to cut you open, they're actually breaking their oath. So why they are breaking their oath so often? Because the energies that you produce are actually going directly to the devil's collective, or collective that we pretend this is the most noble creature who will heal us all, who will defend us against all the darkness in this society called devil. So why actually hire a lawyer, advocate or judge? Why even put yourself underneath the knife of the surgeon who has nothing in his bones to benefit you as a human, to save your life? Nothing at all. They are just there to cut you open, to extract what they need: blood, energy, lymph, soul, if you allow them. And most of the humans allowing. So where is the end to this? Where is the end for us to start realizing that the church the Catholic Roman Church is worshipping Satan, devil, same crap. Maybe not too open in your face, yet why you do not read? If you wanna take a Bible, take these couple of passages, they are really true. Many others are fabricated garbage, but some are stating well, and I'll read you one. Matthew 5:34. But I say unto you, swear not at all, neither by heaven, for it is God's throne, nor by the earth, for it is a footstool, neither by Jerusalem, for it is the city of the great fucking God. Neither shall thou swear by the head, because thou canst not make one hair white or black. But let your communication be ye, ye, nay, nay. For whatsoever is more than those cometh of evil. So, it is there. There are some passages in the Bible that direct you that you can only turn towards yourself. That stop giving your energies to the dark side with consent perpetrated upon you from advocates, judges, medical doctors, pharmaceuticals, government officials. In title says, when you stop doing deals with dark, the dark stop existing. In my view, we have been ill constantly. Every time we come into this earth in incarnation, we are born pure, babe, and from this moment we start getting infected. We start getting infected with the millions of tacit agreements that we do not want to see because nobody want to teach about this. I would bring, as soon as I have ability, educational centers where we'll just teach about this. How many agreements we sign not even knowing? How many silent tacit agreements exist on every single soul, every single human walking? And the frigging aliens are posing themselves as doctors, as advocates, as government officials, as a police or whoever authoritarian statue that you have around, and they tell you how you have to live. By this, if you don't live by their standards or by their rules, you're breaking a law. That again, this law is feeding nobody else but the Satan, but the devil, that it's a collective dark energy so deviously hidden that nobody want to talk about. Church is bringing Antichrist theories about, but they don't want to point a finger that they're the one. The church itself is an Antichrist of anatomist way of looking the world. We surrender to this devil entity, not even understanding why. Why would worship something so dark? Why would be competitive? Every time you step out of your bed, you have to be better than somebody else. Why have to be jealous at all? Why you have to be greedy? Why you have to be sick at all? This is my biggest question to every single one of you. Realize why you have been sick. Because you've been stolen, your pieces, your energetic substance that was given to you by Prime Creator for your own usage, to develop yourself to a grandness of, let's say, His creation, to become like Him, or to become like her, if you're female. Yet not to give your power, your strength, your source energy to freaks like doctors, like advocates, like government officials. Because these creatures are just there to channel your pieces. They cannot take you all because you are, let's say, protected by the Prime Creator's decree. But they have to convince you to sign a secret deals that you will allow them to cut your organs. You allow them to defend you in the court against some other fictional character who is, let's say, a government charging you because you are driving too fast or you are smoking marijuana or whatever other crap that exists on their agenda, that there is no crime committed. So even there is a crime committed against another human being, it's only one who can defend yourself, it's you. Because you know what you have done. And if you have a moral standards, like most of humans don't, we would know that we will not do this again. Yet, if you have enough money and you hire these devil's advocates, they will do all the machinations so protect you that you can continue doing your dark works, and you will pay them enough so they can pay their master, the devil. So, never-ending story until you start changing, until you stop employing medical professionals, legal professionals, government professionals in anything what you do. In anything. Any single aspect of your life has to be clear of these leeches, these creatures who are nothing else but the suckers of your life energy. So, would you like to start living healthy? Would you like to start breathing a fresh new air? Get rid of all of these creatures. Lawyers, advocates, judges, medical doctors, and all of the politicians who are intruding into your energetic life.